Hi, I'm Brian Lloyd and this is my 10 best movies of 2022 so far. We kick things off with Elvis. Austin Butler's star-making performance as the King is already winning over audiences, and don't be in the least bit surprised if there's awards in his future for this performance either. Less said about Tom Hanks, however, the better. In at number 9 is Top Gun: Maverick. After 4 decades in the business, the cruiser is still able to take audiences to the edge of their seats. Bringing in director Joseph Kosinski to utilise real-world fighter jets instead of CGI was a masterstroke of an idea. And although its time out of the cockpit might be a little bit slow, it's still a heart-racing, breathtaking action spectacular. In at number 8 is Jackass Forever. Yes, we are putting Jackass Forever on this list, and here's why. It's funny. It's quite possibly the funniest movie of 2022. At their big old ages, the Jackass crew still have silliness and stupidity to offer. And yes, we're still laughing at people getting hit in the balls. You will too. Don't try and deny it. Paul Verhoeven's Benedetta takes our number 7 spot for its masterful use of imagery, satire, sex, violence, to tell a tale of religious hypocrisy and blasphemy in a convent in 15th century. Yes, it's basically the movie Father Ted was giving out about.
Down with this sort of thing! Careful now.
There really is only one actor who could make our number 6 choice work. Michelle Yeoh. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a vortex of genres. You've got slapstick comedy, sci-fi silliness, kung fu action, heartbreaking family drama, and all of it all at once. It's not for everyone, but it's by far one of the most engaging and exciting movies of the year. The character of the Batman is one that's undergone several iterations, and each one has struggled to make something unique out of something familiar. Robert Pattinson's performance in The Batman, our number 5 choice, dares to take the Caped Crusader to its logical conclusion. He's a desperately damaged individual, and his crusade is failing in a city where corruption is endemic. Matt Reeves' cynical, 70s-inspired take is played up beautifully in this, and Paul Dano's deranged incel serial killer spin on the Riddler was a disturbing but memorable one. Our number 4 choice, Robert Eggers' The Northman. Taking the tale of Hamlet and bringing it back to its savage roots, Alexander Skarsgård's physical performance as the vengeful prince brings a new interpretation of Shakespeare's most noted character. The stark landscapes of Northern Ireland play well, and the twists and turns of the tales brings audiences on a fascinating exploration of vengeance. Speaking of Shakespeare, Kenneth Branagh may well be known for his work with the Bard, but Belfast, in at number 3, represents a major departure for the actor-director. Pulling from his own childhood in the titular city, the black and white tones of Belfast belie a rich and colourful story of family bonds made and broken over the course of a childhood. Caitríona Balfe was absolutely robbed of awards for her performance here, not to mention Jamie Dornan as well. It may be overly sentimental and tugs a little too hard at the heartstrings, but it's nevertheless a gorgeous and heartwarming experience. Probably the least seen movie on this list, The Duke, our number 2 pick, was a quiet masterpiece that came and went from cinemas. Jim Broadbent and Helen Mirren star as an elderly couple in 60s Britain who managed to pilfer a painting worth several hundred thousands and then ransoms it to the government in order to bring about social change and improvements for fellow senior citizens. It may seem like a kind of daft caper comedy, but The Duke is absolutely charming tale of triumph over adversity and underdogs winning the day. Our number 1 choice is the Irish drama On CAILÍN CIÚIN. Easily one of the best Irish movies, and, for our money, the best Irish language movie ever made. On CAILÍN CIÚIN works with little dialogue and instead lets the cinematography, the stillness of the performance, and the air of beauty take over. It's all so quiet and gentle, so terrifically underplayed, that when it comes to its conclusion, you're barely aware of what kind of impact it's left on you, and how much it's done with so little. What's been your movie of 2022 so far? Let us know in the comments.